Hey, hello everyone. I just wanted to spend some time and share a little hyperspawn farm that I've been doing for experience that I haven't seen talked about or brought up anywhere else. So it's this island here, just south of Kaskala. You can also do it along the coastline. It's kind of the same thing, but this island, you'll see why I've liked it. It builds up a little bit, get more guys faster. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a little 10-minute timer. We can see how much XP I can get in 10 minutes. And while I talk about it a little more, so we're at 244,400. So call it 245 or whatever. And let's um let's get a little bit of buffs going, and we'll start the timer now. So I'm a little high for this now, but I did get here from pretty much spent 73 to 76 all the way here. Um, Pretty much not that exclusively. I've been doing a little questing here and there when I get bored, but spend a lot of that time. So what you'll see, well, first of all, is that these mobs are pretty low level, so 76 is probably the end of when I'll be able to do it. I don't know at what point some of these 68s will go gray. Obviously the 69s won't quite yet. But the point of this is it's just kind of I guess what I consider a hyperspawn area, because these ships keep coming in with more and more mobs pretty consistently. And I obviously just kind of dot and go, right? Which is pretty normal for Warlock mob farming. But what's cool about these is that these Kaskala will literally just tank these mobs for you. Like, you don't even need to worry about like running away or fearing them or whatever, or slowing them and running away. You'll see those other guys, I picked them up without anybody else doing it, and they died pretty quick. But yeah, I mean the whole RP that's going on here is that these Tuskar are fighting these guys off, which has been kind of fun for me. That's the other part I like. I know we'll get into why I've been doing this over other things, but part of it is just fun. I think it's cool. I like the Tuskar. On my main, I got a reputation up pretty high just because I liked them. It wasn't even a reward thing. And I just think it's more fun than some of the other things that you're doing too. The other part that's kind of important is just that it's, at least for me, it's super easy. I tried the Utgard Keep thing. I've tried a couple other areas that I'd seen on the internet for any warlock, let alone affliction. And I am do that. I'm pretty heavy in affliction tree here, and we'll talk about that in a second. But they're all pretty high skill set. This isn't all. I don't play it a lot. I wouldn't say I'm a high skill set player either. So this has been important because it really just takes no skill. You should run around, dot go. Someone else is taking them for you. It makes it easy. I've done this watching TV. I've done this with my 1-year-old on my lap, rocking him to sleep. It's pretty mindless and doesn't. You can do it one-handed. And to me, that was a big deal because I was, able to kind of mindlessly do it for, long periods of time. So one thing you'll see here, as I've been talking, I kind of got slowed down, but I haven't like tested it to like an exact percentage, but a detailed percentage, I should say. But it ends up being about, you got to catch the mobs when they're above around 80%. Tag them around then for you to get credit for it. Obviously over there, those mobs that I'm getting credit for these because the Tuskar guy died, and so obviously I ended up getting full credit for those. But in general, if they're still fighting for the Tuskar, you got to catch them above 80% with the two dots, which is Corruption and Curse of Agony, in order to get credit for the kill. And it's not that hard to do. It's more when you're running from pack to pack that becomes an issue, right? So, and if you're looting. So that's the other thing too, is the loot. It isn't great. Obviously, you get some greens, you get a lot of cloth because they're humanoids, but it's in the 5 to 25 silver range each time. You'll get some grays and trash shops and all that stuff. So, but the looting does slow you down. And what happens with the looting is that it slows you down just enough that you don't touch it. Why I have liked this little circle on this island instead of going over here across the way on the coast is you have these 3 different shipment areas. 4 if you count this little one, but there's only, you know, 1 to 4 guys, and it's not that consistent. Um, but if you follow this little circle, you get these shipments, right? These guys are just killed, and now they're back. And you'll kind of get yourself in a rhythm where by the time you tag everything, the next pack is dead and you're ready to go. This pack of 3 with the named mob here, Hygo the Horrible, sometimes they're all there at the same time, and I do like to seed because there's 3 there and they're all standing together. Another strategy I'll do sometimes if there's a lot of 3, 4, 5 all standing together is I'll just finish them off with a hellfire, just to get things going a little bit faster. Going on to talking about Affliction Tree, obviously the corruptions are healing me, so part of why this is nice also and this isn't unique to this area, this is just an affliction being kind of busted for this kind of thing, is between obviously like a improved life tap and corruption healing you, and you're putting corruption dots on all these mobs, you just never have to stop and do anything. You're just always running out of stuff. Even if you saw before when I was getting hit, it just didn't matter. I almost never have to healthstone, health pot. You will see me use Life Bloom, is that what it's called? Yeah, Lifeblood. Herbalism ability every once in a while, but that's about it, and it's free, so I might as well just do it on cooldown if I need the health or the mana. You'll see some of these that are under 80, and I'll just throw corruption on them for 2 reasons. One, just to heal me, as we talked about, but it does appear that these respawn faster if you kill them faster. So if I'm running by, I do like just to help our little walrus friends here, because it does help me out if these guys die faster. We'll get these little glitchy things sometimes where there's just one guy. Whether he got stuck on the last ship or whether this ship just dropped one off is hard to know, but we'll see. Like I said, it's really hard not to loot. I'm always a big looter, but I've definitely, times when I want to be efficient, I just drop it and I don't. And there's other times where I'm just like, hey, you know what? I kind of want some gold. So I want some cloth. I'll do some looting, and I'm okay with like not farming as much experience. So here I got kind of caught up there. I went back to Shadow Bolt after a proc, and I was a little late to these guys, but I should be able to catch them all. Maybe not. Yeah, like I said, if you fall out of rhythm, it gets real tough. But once you do get a nice rhythm, it's pretty nice. Actually, it's pretty nice, because you'll see things just kind of go along. So I was saying, the experience isn't like phenomenal or anything like that. The numbers you're seeing, as you see, are rested experience, and I do have heirloom shoulders on. So full disclosure there, it's not totally clean. So I'm gonna over here. I'm gonna do a quick. Well, never mind. I was gonna do more of a hellfire because I thought they were all gonna be attacking me, but looks like they're not. And again, that little stall kind of threw me off course. I'm not going to be able to tag these mobs, but I will do this so they die faster and they'll spawn faster. One more minute here. Let's see how much more we can get. Like I said, ideally, you do catch them right when they start fighting the Tuskar. It's hard to pull aggro off of them with just the 2 dots, but if you tag them before they've like made contact at all, sometimes they will run towards you, and that gets annoying. That's why I have a Voidwalker out. As you saw before, like what'll slow you down the most is if you get hit and then stunned. And so the Voidwalker's been able to like pig aggro for me, and that really helps. Okay, we got another shipment over there, but that's 10. Let's let all these guys die out, and we'll see where we end up. So it was 245 up to 342, 343. I'm a little past 10 minutes, but oh, we'll let this guy die out here. Just here's 100k almost exactly. Call it just shy of 100k in the 10 minutes here. 98 or whatever. So that that the 100k puts us at 600k an hour. That's pretty darn good for I'm level 76 now. I'm getting a little bit less than I was before. But hey, even call it if you're not. I got hooked up a couple times, but call it 500 to 600. And that's equivalent to what I've been doing. I primarily do it in 15-minute increments, and it's been adding up to about 550 to 600 thousand experience an hour. Like I said, for not needing any gear at all, right? Like I'm just now at level 75 and 76. I went and I did the Ring of Blood thing and that kind of thing and got some better gear. But at 73, 74, I was in like all like EBC heroic dungeon gear because I didn't really raid on this character. So anyway, that's the farm. Hope this is useful to people. Like I said, it's mostly just been a lot of fun. It's a change of pace. I've already switched over to the Forlorn Mines and Storm Peaks and like that, but I thought I might record this and share this with the world. Thank you guys for watching, and hope it's useful.